Guys, Liverpool, yeah, it's so easy now to stick the knife into Slot. I quite like his honesty, but I think the team he chose yesterday, a little bit naive, but you understand why he did it. It's not an important competition for him. It really isn't. Arsenal did the same. Most teams played their B team. So come on, you can't smash him for that. The only thing I will have a go, Nallo. I feel sorry for the lad. I don't care what all the other social media are saying, putting the knife into him and whatever. I blame Slot for that. Okay, so I try and be non-biased here. That was Slot's fault. Look, you're 2-0 down to a Palace side that were rampant. Your midfield was now being totally outplayed. It seriously was. You've got Mateta up front. Okay, forget it wasn't Mateta, okay, but you got Mateta up front. You've not got your solid or solid defence, and you stick in a load of young kids, Nallo being one of them. What is he going to do? He didn't have a great defensive midfield in front of him, and you stick on a kid in front of a giant, of a beast of a man, and I know you got Gomez there, but I'm sorry, I don't rate Gomez that much. And he wasn't there to protect him. And yeah, he got caught. Okay, not by a big Mateta, beast or whatever, but a fairly long ball. But he was left, he was on his own, he's marking the guy. And he's a young kid. So many other centre-halves would have done exactly the same as him. I will say one thing, Liverpool fan that I listened to this morning saying it wasn't a sending off. Well, sorry, mate, that is your bias now. It was a sending off. But sympathy for the guy, he was caught out and he panicked because he's young. It really is unfair. But that was Slot's fault for putting him on. It really was. In the circumstances where Crystal Palace were just pushing, or they were defending but coming at them quickly. There was no defence in front of him. That poor lad was just left high and wide. And for those people to say, he'll be strong enough with support and that could absolutely ruin his confidence. And I've seen it in young players myself. I just have, seriously. And that big mistake by Slot. And I like the man, but that is the one thing that I feel that he shouldn't have done. Because that is putting some young man's career, his total confidence in jeopardy. As far as the side's concerned, I can see why he picked that side. It's the next 3 games that are going to count, okay? And that's where we're going to see the mettle of Liverpool, okay? Liverpool don't bottle it. Football